the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Fly away. It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength. You're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full. I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just listening. We're existing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Creative English Competition Festifla 22 Judges Evaluation. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Adele and my partner is KP.
You will get the judges' evaluations from the beginning until the end. Before we start, I want to remind you to feel present in the G-form link that has been shared in the chat column.
We want to thank our sponsors, Oti Fried Chicken, Kupu,
And our media partners, Rambers, and the OFM, Rambers Radio Indonesia #1 music station.
eventlomba.indo, Delta FM, at Info Lomba Nasional, at Lomba, and Info Journey Esports.
Okay, everyone, let us open this event with a prayer. Kang Ares will lead the prayer and play begins.
Dear God, thank you for your blessing, so that we are able to attend the judges' evaluation without missing anything. Soon, we will start this event. Please guide us so that it will be smooth until the end. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Kak Agnes. Alright, let's get into today's main event. Here we are going to explain the evaluation from the judges. We will only show each video for only 1 minute due to limited time. Then, the participants must pay attention to the explanations so that it will avoid miscommunication and the information presented becomes clear.
Okay, first, the evaluation will start from storytelling. The evaluation will be explained by Miss Irene as the judges from storytelling. First is from Agenda Alsepti, SMA Merdeka 21 Makassar. For operators can play the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Adila Sitega Putri and I'm from Kartika 21 Senior High School in Makassar. And today I will tell you a story about beauty is not everything. So, once upon a time, there lived a very fat person. Her name is Lily. Lily is fat not because she likes to eat since she was little, but it was because Lily was born prematurely, so she needed a lot of vitamins, protein, and nutrients. In addition, because Lily is big, she often had friends who were bullied by other children. Since then, her friends start to give their food to Lily in return for helping them. Lily has a dream to become a fashion journalist, but over time, Lily starts to be bullied by other kids. Hey, Fatty! Oh my gosh! Look!
Thank you, operators. For Miss Irene can give your evaluations.
Okay, thank you for the committee. First of all, Hello, everyone. My name is Irene. And okay, for the first one is Adinda. Is Adinda here? If you are not here, then maybe we can continue to the next. I think she's not here, right?
Yeah, but you can give your evaluations, Miss Irene.
Okay. For Adinda, if you want to know the evaluation, I think the delivery is good. The voice already surrounding in the video. But one thing about Adinda's is that the setting picture as the property is not really necessary in the story because she already explained about the setting herself. So we don't necessarily need to see the pictures of the setting. So that's it. That's just my comment on her. And actually, for the general comment on all the participants, that is, we don't really need to mention our moral values in the end of the story. And if we want to mention, then we could just be the characters and then we mention the moral values. But as a narrator, it's unnecessary to mention the moral values. I think that's all for my from my notes, Gabby.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Hello, judges, and hello, everyone. I'm Amabel Puandraya, and today I'm going to be your guide for the story of Breaking the Shell. Let's go. Once, there was a young girl named Amy. Amy, she was friendly, charming, and also she loved to sing, but she always did it in secret. One day, Amy came home with a brochure in her hand, and it was about a singing competition at school. Amy was very excited, but then she realized she had never been in such competition before. Even no one ever heard her singing. She had no experience, no vocal coach, and no one to support her. This made her think and rethink about whether she would be in the competition or not. Okay, Amy.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Miss Irene, can give your evaluations.
Okay, is Amy here? No, it's Amabel Puan here. If you are here, then you can turn our camera maybe so that we can talk together. Okay, if no Amabel Puan here. So my comment on her is that the delivery and the voice is really, really good. I give her 4 in all of the aspects. And I think why the delivery I could give her 4 point is because she's fully content of her story. So she really memorized the story and she know the plot really well. And that's I think that she wrote it herself so that she can deliver it you know very good and very fluent. And the voice, the pronunciation is really good. And that I have not really I have no notes for the voice itself. And the volume is also good. It's surrounding in the video, so we can hear every sentence and every word clearly. But one thing about Amabel Puan, there is still no difference between its character, voice, and body language. So there are 2 characters I think that she do is the mother and I think Amy. Yes, Amy and mother. Between the mother and Amy, it should be a significant difference because as a mother, we have a more rounded voice, and then maybe our body language as a mother more significantly different than Amy as a little girl or maybe as a teenager like that. So I think that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Miss Irene, for the evaluations. Next is from Amira Dikita from SMA Negeri 1 Salatiga. Operators can play the video.
I'm Amira, but today call me Princess Merida. of Damro Kingdom. This is my beloved family. Well, I'm really into archery, but people always look down on women, and I don't like it. Who says woman can't shoot or hold sword? I'm Merida. I'm a strong woman. One day, my parents held an archery contest to choose my future husband. It made me sick. Once the shooters had taken their shot, I marched onto the field. I fired my arrows and yes, I hit the bullseye. But my mom looked so disappointed.
Okay, thank you, brothers. For Miss Irene, can give your evaluations.
Okay, first of all, sorry, I forgot the name. Can you please say it again?
Okay, it's for Amira Degista.
Amira from SMA Negeri 1 Salatiga ya?
Yes.
Okay, for Amira. Is Amira here?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, that's great. Hello, Amira. First of all, I want to say you look so great in that costume. Well, look Indonesian as an Indonesian Marida. That's good. That's cool that you have such a costume that can support your story. And I think for my notes, again the same. As a storyteller, we have to use the property wisely and effectively. You have the picture behind you, the family picture, and when you say that you want to ruin the picture, then you can actually do it. Really do it. You can do it. So you can put your sword a little bit sharp so that you can break the paper in the story. If not, the paper will just stay there until the end of your story, and that's a not really active thing to do in telling a story, Amira. And overall, I think your creativity is really good, and how you deliver the story also engaging. But there are some pronunciation that you still have to improve. That's all for me. Thank you, Amira. Keep fighting.
Okay, thank you, Miss Irene, for your evaluations. Next is from Audrey Regine from SMA Kristen GSKI. For operators, can play the video.
Hello everyone, my name is Audrey and I'm a teenager who's still growing up. For me, teenager is the most difficult period because we go through quite drastic emotional and physical changes. The climax was when I first enrolled senior high school. When I was in the first grade of senior high school, everything seems new for me. When I studied at school, it was really hard to make friends. They didn't want to be friends with me because I was nobody and I was nothing. I was not as smart, as rich, as beautiful, or as handsome as they were. My academics were bad too. I often failed at chemistry, physics, and math. The lessons were so confusing for me. So I was too lazy to study.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Miss Irene, can give your evaluations.
Okay, hello, Dre. Are you here? If you're here, maybe you can turn on the camera so we can talk together. Okay, let me start with Audrey's evaluation. Hi, Audrey. Your outfit is really cute for you as a teenager. It supports your story, and I think the story itself, it's good, but overall, I think it doesn't have a clear purpose of your story. And I think that you have to improve your intonation. So like give pace and from one to another situation. And then you can play with your intonation. If you are sad, if you're angry, and if you're afraid, like when you are going to suicide, you can like play with the intonation. And I think between the situation before you put the cutter on your hand, and after that, after you yell, I think there's not enough pace that we cannot catch from one situation to another situation. I think you can improve in the pace thing. But and then another thing that your eyes is not focused. I think your eyes are not focused on the camera. As a storyteller in this online situation, we have to look at the camera intently because the audience, the judges, is on the screen. So we need to look at your eyes. And sometimes you are not focused, and then your eyes is somewhere else. You look into another thing. I think for you, that's all. And overall, the voice is enough, the volume, and then your outfit, your creativity is already good. Okay, fighting out great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Miss Erin for your evaluations. Next is from Alfa Rizky Haidar from SMA Negeri 1 Salatiga. For operators, can you play the video?
Hi everyone, you are with me, Alfa Rizky Haidar Susanto, and this is the story of Timun Mas. Enjoy! Hi, I'm a green giant from Central Java. Actually, I live in peace in my cave until those humans made a mess. That day, a woman named Bosrini came to my cave to ask for a child. Well, it's an easy task, and she looked desperate. So I granted her wish, but in one condition. Here, plant these cucumber seeds. You'll grow a baby from the seeds if you're sincere. I'll let you to take care of the child for 17 years, but after that, you have to return the child to me. She planted and took care of the seeds really well. The magical seeds grew fast.
Okay, thank you operators. For Miss Erin, can give you evaluations.
Yes, is Alfa Rizky here?
Yes.
Yes. Hello, where are you? I can see you, but I can hear your voice as a giant. Okay, Alfa Rizky. First of all, you are really, really entertaining and creative. It's interesting that you can use the perspective, the point of view of the giant, and from another judges also say that it's interesting that you use the giant point of view, but apparently, and it's unique. It's unique, and the delivery is entertaining and great job from Ka Alex. And for me myself, I love how you manage your voice, like very surrounding and very stable from the beginning until the end, and really powerful as a giant and as a narrator also. And your body language really engaging us. And I think for me myself, maybe it's because you are already unique for using the perspective or the point of view of the giant. So I expect a special thing there for the moral value that I can get from the giant. But I think there's no moral value from the giant perspective. So I put on my notes that there's no something special in the end of the story. It's still the same from the Timun Mas moral value, I think. But overall, it's really good and nice. And here, you can also read from Ka Alex. It's his favorite performance of the year so far. Great job, Alfa Rizky. Okay, I think that's all from us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you Miss Erin. And next is from Binti Hayatul Mufidah from SMA Muhammadiyah 10 GKP. For operators, can play the video.
Hello everyone, how's life? I hope you're doing well. Well, my name is Binti Hayatul Mufidah and I'm from Muhammadiyah dan Senior High School Gresik. In this occasion, I would like to tell you about the hero of my life. Before I start, I want to tell you that today I'm dressing just like Christina Martatiahamu. Have you heard about Christina before? Well, she is a national hero from Maluku. Besides that, she fought the Dutch colonial Thomas Matthew. Basically, hero is someone who has the power to do a good deed for the community. Actually, there are a lot of definitions about the word hero, but in my perspective, hero is someone who fights till the end to reach his dream, even though he has gone through millions of obstacles. Everyone has their own hero in their life, while mine is myself. Why I said that? Because it started when I was at elementary.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Miss Irene, can give your evaluations.
Okay, hi Binti, are you here? Okay, if you are here, then you can turn on your camera and I'm gonna start the evaluation for you. First of all, the main thing is about the voice. Your voice is too soft for telling a story. I think you can improve your voice. You can manage the volume of your story, and you can find a place that is quite enough for you to tell a story with enough volume. So we as a judges can hear clearly your voice. And beside of that, I think one thing about this is a general evaluation for all, and for you especially, Binti. As a storyteller, our story must have a really clear plot: the introduction, and then the climax, and then the resolution. And some of your videos still have no clear plot. So I think it's more like a speech. So in storytelling, please remember that we should have a plot like that, so that we could follow the story, and then the climax, and how you solve your problem in the story, like that. That's all, Binti, for me. Thank you. Keep fighting.
Okay, thank you, Sharon, for your evaluations.
Okay, next is from Emmanuel Kurt from SMA Trinitas. For operator, you can play the video.
Hello, dear judges. My name is Emmanuel K. from Trinitas High School, Bandung. And right now, I'm going to tell you a story about I am the hero of my own life. Once upon a time, there was a man. He was not perfect, and he did not need to be flawless. But when he was on his own, he cried loudly, and no one cared. He was grinning like a Cheshire cat, but it did not mean his heart was content. His heart was tormenting, shackled by his expectations, dreams, and uncertainty. In his heart, he said, "Today, I will fly towards the future I want to reach." But
Thank you, operator. For Miss Irene, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, hi, Emmanuel. Are you here, Emmanuel? If you are here, you can turn on your camera. I'm gonna start the evaluation for you. So, as I said before, as a storyteller, we have to manage the plot of our story. And for this, for Emmanuel, I think the story is good enough. But there are a thing, again, that we have to remember, that a good storyteller, like, it's not a must to tell the moral value explicitly. So if you want to say the moral value, you can do it like from the perspective of the characters, maybe. So you become the character and you say about the moral value as a quotes or something like that. But if not, you can just say the quotes or the story message in subtle way. And again, as a storyteller, we need a lot of body language to engage the audience that watching us. It's different from the speech that we can just stand and then we can just use our hands like this. But as a storyteller, we have to move like right and left, so that we can enjoy the story. And in this case, Emmanuel, I think you need to improve your body language. So you can use more expression, you can smile, you can cry, and your eyes need to speak also. So if you're happy, your eyes should be like deliver the message that you are happy. But if you are suspicious and you are angry, it will be different. So I think you need to improve in the case of expression and intonation. Another of that, I think that's all for me. I think you're already creative enough in the beginning. You show us the book of the story. Maybe it's already a plus point for us as a judges. And that's the thing that you need to improve. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Erin, for the evaluation. Next is from Unica Tri Christine from SMA Kristen YSKI. For operator, you can play the video.
Hello judges, my name is Eonika Trickerson from YSKI Senior High School, Semarang. Before I start, let me ask you a question. Have you ever listened to a superhero story? Oh, no. It's not about the hero who's a man of human's life. It's about a hero who saved her own life. If you haven't ever listened, let me tell you a story about it. The title is Mary and Her Nightmare. Once upon a time, in the middle of the forest, far from the town, lived Mary and her grandma. Mary was a sweet girl with her black short hair and her beautiful face. But shh, little did you know, little Mary had no name. Mary came from her grandma because instead of giving her name, her parents always called her useless or idiot or stupid. Her parents hated Mary and
Thank you, operator. For Miss Irene, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, thank you, Adele. Unica, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hello, Unico. I really love your voice. It's really cute and soft voice of you, but really good volume also. And here's the evaluation for you. I think the delivery is really enough. It's good enough, and you're really entertaining in this story. But there are some points that I jot down. Is that first thing is it's creative that you use some properties, but as a storyteller, again, we have to use the property effectively and wisely. So at first, you use the property of little Mary and grandmother is already good and effective, but in the middle of your story, when you show the white ghost, and after that you describe the white ghost and what the physical and the physical and the meaning of the white ghost itself, you put down the property, and I think it's not good. You can just use the property, show it on the camera until you finish describing the white ghost itself. So use the property wisely, that thing that you need to improve. And the delivery is already good, as I said before, but sometimes there are still no difference between its of the character's voice. So as a storyteller, this is a little tips for you. I ever told by someone that in storytelling, we just need in maximum of 3 characters. If not, that we could be confused of the voice changing in its character. In this case, I think your voice between the grandmother and the Mary and the narrator is not significantly different. So I think that's the thing that you need to improve. And I like the originality of the story, even though some parts could have been developed more. And also, you're already brave enough to choose and pick a story like this. It's totally different from another participants that use their own experience as a teenager and like joining a competition, being bullied, and etc. Your story is brave enough, and that's the good thing and the something that you need to improve from the story. Thank you, Unica. Keep fighting.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Irene, for the evaluation. Next is from Fanny Regina from SMA Trinitas. For operator, you can play the video.
Hi everyone, my name is Fania Ginasjaya from Tritas High School in Bandung. And right now I'm gonna tell you guys one story. The story called Blue Princess and Herself. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom called the Blue Kingdom. Of course, they had their king, queen, and princess. The people loved them so much, especially for the king. Why? Because the king was very kind to his people and had a good personality. There is one day, because of war, the king and queen had to migrate to the kingdom of Red. But unfortunately, they got into an accident on their way to the Red Kingdom, and they died. The people were heartbroken to knowing what happened to their beloved king, and the princess was devastated knowing the accident.
Thank you, operator. For Miss Irene, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, it's Funny here with us today. If you are here, then you can turn on your camera and listen to the evaluation. First of all, I think the intonation is already variative. How you deliver the story is already good enough. But I feel like there is no difference between the happy situation and the sad situations when. So I think the matter of this is the pace of your story. From the happy situation, from one situation to another situation, it will be better if we put some pace for us as the audience to think, oh, what will going to happen next, or what will happen before, like that. And in the physical appearance of the camera itself, I think you are too close to the camera. Yes, indeed, we can see clearly your expression, facial expression, and your voice is already is also clear. But you are too close to the camera, so that some part we find it difficult to look at your body language because it's just too close to the camera. So maybe a little bit far from the camera will be good next time when you join another competitions. And I think that's all for Funny. It's already entertaining, but I think there are parts that you need to improve more, such as giving us time to think about the story itself. So don't be too fast from one situation to another situation. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Irene. Next is from Flaviana Keisha from SMA Kolose Loyola Semarang. For operator, you can play the video.
It was on a summer break when the school started to open registration for a lot of clubs to fulfill the students' holiday. That day was really hot. Maria and Tara went to the school to register their name for the solo vocal contest. Both of them really loved to sing. Every Saturday, they always go to the carpool karaoke and sing like crazy. Oh my god, I can't wait to start the practice session. It sounds so much fun. Maria, with her 1007 excitement about everything, always makes Tara smile. Yeah, me too, but I think we have to go to the practice room together next week. It's a little bit creepy here when the sun starts to go down. A week after the registration, they started their practicing together. Both of them will represent their school for the solo vocal contest. They were.
Thank you, operator. For Miss Irene, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Flaviana. Are you here?
Yes.
Oh, the name with Keisha, right? Okay, hello, Keisha or Flaviana. It's quite entertaining. But I think and another judges think that the story is too simple. We have to remember that in storytelling competition, the story itself, the content is really, really important. How you deliver the story is also important. So that's why I say it's already entertaining and the delivery is already quite good, but the story itself must be developed more. Like the conflict is not really exciting because the conflict is the same as the was it like as the usual story. So maybe rather than a singing competition, you can use another kind of thing that is more challenging to use in the story. And I think in in the beginning of your story, so for all you storytellers, opening is really important. So in the first of open your mouth to open the story, you have to make sure that we catch where are you going and what story do you want to tell to us and how's the setting and the characters also. And for Flaviana, your opening is too fast. So I play your a video like 3 times or 4 times to listen to the opening in the beginning. And some parts in the middle until the end of the story, it feels like you still memorizing the story. So there are some pauses that are not in the right time. So later, maybe next time when you join a competition, please make sure that you really was it memorize your story and fully content of what you write down in your story so that you can put the right pauses in the right time. And I think that's all. The main point that is very good from her is that how you deliver your story is really good. How you be the narrator is really good. Also, the intonation, the voice, the volume is already good. And I jot down first that as a storyteller, we don't need to put the moral value as a narrator. But for her, Flaviana, because she narrates the story really good, then I think it's okay for her to use to say the moral value as the narrator. But I think it will be better if we, as a narrator or as a storyteller, uh, doesn't say the moral value explicitly in the end of the story like that. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Irene. Next is from Sekar Deni Lintang for SMA Negeri 1 Klaten. For operator, you can play the video.
Hello everyone, how was your day? I hope you always be happy and healthy. First of all, I would like to thank to the judges who has given time to me to have my storytelling entitled The Long Path Seeking the Real Me. Before telling further the story, I'd rather to introduce myself first. Well, I am Lintang Baruna and I am a proud 11th grade student of SMA Negeri 1 Klaten. So what we're waiting for? Let's just jump to the story. In my 17, I had some stress. Actually, that way the time. The teen life crisis was so intense for me, and I'm letting myself to dive in problems that actually could be avoided, making me picking the worst decision and pursue an unhealthy relationship. But why? How could I get into that complicated matters? I was back into low self-esteem and anger that I didn't really understand. So many choices were often self-defeating. I was trying to fill a hole inside my heart that felt like it went right through my body. I felt.
Thank you, operator. For Miss Irene, you can give your evaluation.
Okay. Hi, Sakar. If you are here, then hello. And I would like to say about your evaluation is that first, as I said before, that opening is really important. That's the time that you can engage all the audience to look at you and pay attention to your story. But here, for the opening, we think as the judges, you could have opened the story with more memorable narrative or like a gimmick, a fact, or like a quote, so that it will engage us as the audience, not just the introduction of you yourself. And for me myself, I think you are too fast. So I play your videos several times because some parts I couldn't hear it clearly because you are too fast, that your voice sounds like mumbling, you know. So it's very important for us as a storyteller to use the right pace, to use the right tempo in telling a story. And first of all, I think it's because of the lighting. I thought that you didn't look at the camera, but when I play it several times, that yeah, you look at the camera, but the lighting makes you to not look at the camera, and I feel like you are reading something at that time. And again, as a storyteller, story is really important. So we need to put a really interesting and good plot in our story. And in this case, your story need to improve more in the matter of plot, because sometimes it feels like a speech rather than a storytelling. And again, the eyes need to focus on the camera so that we can know that you are talking to us, you are telling a story to us as the audience. So after this, I think you need to improve more your your tempo in telling a story. Don't be too fast, because we as the audience, we don't know about your story, so we need to listen very carefully. So using the right tempo, I think it will be better next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Irene, for the evaluations for storytelling participants. Thank you to the storytelling participants who have competed well and presented the best results. Also, thank you to the judges for the evaluation. Next, there will be a judges evaluation for speech participants. We look forward to a moment after the next commercial break. Thank you.
Oti Fried Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Oti Fried Chicken.
Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin serunya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. Oti Fried Chicken, ayam gue beda. Oti Fried Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Oti Fried Chicken.
Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin serunya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. Fried Chicken. Ayam gue beda.
Okay, we were back again for the participant evaluation. The evaluation will be explained by Kanana and Miss KP. For now, we would like to present the video of participant in speech competition. First is from Jasmine Naura Sabrina from SMA Al-Azhar 14 Semarang.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jasmine Nora Sabrina, and I'm proud to say that I have finally accepted the Jasmine in me. You see, ever since I was little, I was always known to be talkative. And I love that part about me. I loved talking, whether it was talking to my mom, or my dad, or my friends, my teachers, you name it. I loved talking to them all. It even comes to the point where I don't realize I'm talking. It's like words just subconsciously blurt out of my mouth. But not everyone appreciates the company of talkative Jasmine. Over the years, many people have told me that I should talk less. You know what they said about me? They said that I talk too much, I talk too loud, I'm too opinionated, but whatever it is, it's like I am always too much. And I feel like society has made this standard or this box.
Okay, thank you, Pratas. For Kanana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, first of all, hello for all of our participants. I'm Nana. I'm here as the representative of our judges because they're not able to attend today's judging. And now I will read some of their comments for you. So first of all, for Jasmine, you have nice intonations, pace, and articulation. Oh, I'm sorry. Is Jasmine here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let me repeat. Your intonation, pace, and articulation are so nice. Your gestures also help in engaging with audience. Your self-confidence is very, it's great. You have a good body language too. And the judges say that they like how you expresses yourself in the speech. It makes the audience curious about what you're going to say. She has the ability to use the appropriate tone for each sentence. And what's important to note is that Jasmine can be so confident in the material she's discussing. The way she emphasized her speech with her body language, the content is extensive, but she can deliver it in a very simple manner. Her speech is wonderful. It makes the listeners stay to watch her speak without feeling bored. So yeah, that's from our judges. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nana, for your evaluation. This Putu Ayu Keisha Putri from SMA Negeri 4 Denpasar. For operators can play the video.
Hi, my name is Keisha, and I am a teenager. So you must already know about teenagers, right? Those kids that going through the phase which is sometimes referred to as the worst stage out of our entire life. Why? Because we teenager never feel secure of ourselves. And I'm here to tell you the reasons. So, teenage years equals puberty, which is another bad stage in life. Yes, you grow, you're getting older, you're getting kind of wiser sometimes, but the process makes you feel like the world was a worse place to live in. Take a look at my personal experience. I say that I'm still in that phase. Yes, I am. And what I felt every single day are insecurities. Before I went through my puberty, all I feel is I feel pretty, I feel confidence, I feel like the world was a nice and kind place. But then, hormones hit me. It made me feel like
Thank you, operator, karena can hear.
Okay. Is my voice clear or is lagging? Okay.
Yes.
So for Putu Ayu, unfortunately, the sound is not really clear, but the content of your speech is easy to understand. Your skills using gesture and facial expression should be honed, and but you have authentic ideas. They appreciate it when you can use your own experience as examples in your speech. You use good word and term selection when delivering your speech. And also in the beginning when you says that you was the you teenager is opening to capture the teenagers who watch your video. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you Kak Nana for your evaluations to go to education. Next is from Muhammad Bali ke Ali Muhadi from SMA Kartika 21 Makassar. Our operators can play the video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There are words what you say except to extend all the praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala due to of his blessing, mercy and guidance upon all of us so that we can still take the benefit from his blessing. Salawat and shalom may the blessing upon our generation, great Prophet Muhammad who had guided and lead us from the darkness into the shining bright path. The Hana competition. My name is Ali Hadi and I'm from Kartika School of Makassar. My speech about that is self-love. I would like to begin by asking you all a straightforward question. Do you care about yourself?
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana, can give you evaluations.
Okay, for Ali Muhadi. Is Ali Muhadi here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hello for you. For Ali Muhadi, unfortunately, your sound is not really clear. Your performance would have been better if you had practiced pronouncing difficult words beforehand. Your introduction is far too long. Simply stress the important point. Your voice should be more solid and relaxed so that listeners can easily understand what you're saying. And the last is the purpose of a speech is to persuade the audience. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you Kanana for the evaluations. Next is from Anissa Rizka Cahyaningrum from SMA Negeri 1 Ungaran.
Look at your hands. They have hold and shed so many weak soul and tears. Look at your feet. They have walked in 1,000 miles visiting myriad lonely friends. Look at your legs. They have held you up when you think you are not strong enough. Look at your mouth. It has delivered so many compassionate words to others. Your body has been there started in the day one. Love all its part, and they will love you back. Hi, I'm Anissa Rizka. Will share my thought of body goal. As humans, we constantly think that our thoughts can be filled with doubtful feeling toward how do we look on the mirror. It can lead to insecurity feelings regardless on our physical appearance. Those measure up to an imposed ideal body curve, bombarded to our daily life over both printed and electronic media. There is no necessary connection between our actual body health or appearance to our inner quality of life. People of all physical appearance.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, for Anissa Rizka, are you here? No? Okay, if no, then it's okay. I will say that your your video, your speech, it's very clear, fluent, well supported with facts. Anissa can use quotes to create a strong and clear opening. Your voice and accent are clear and easy to understand. However, you have the option of expressing yourself more emotionally in your speech. As a result, your audience will find your speech much more persuasive. And then include your personal opinion as well as a description of the facts. It's also worth noting that body language is important because this is speech, not newscasting. The rate and pacing must be also considered, and more pronunciation practice is also recommended. And then, yeah, maybe that's all from me. Good job.
Okay, thank you, Kak Nana, for the evaluation from MAN 3 Jombang. For operators can play the video.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear honorable judges, fellow participants, and ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about healthiness, we only need to think about the physical side, which is important, but let's remind ourselves that healthiness is also a mental and physical aspect. So, exercising our mind is also important for preserving our brain healthy. Physical healthiness does lead to a complete healthy life yet. To be 100% healthy, we must achieve the healthiness of our mentality too. So having a healthy body and mind can make us truly healthy human being. For this important reason, I would like to ask this opportunity to speak about healthy mentality and why it is very important in achieving a truly and holistic healthy life. What is healthy mentality? Let me put it a very simple way. Healthy mentality is when we feel very uncomfortable in every situation.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana can give your evaluations.
Okay, for Aulia. You speak a little too fast and some parts are not very clear. You need to give pause and write emphasize so that the audiences will get your point. And also, do not forget to be relaxed. Overall, you did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Nana. Next is from Brian Predico from SMA Vita Surabaya. For operators can play the video.
Greetings, ladies and gents. I am Brian Federico. A friend of mine texted me the other day asking my opinions on her. It turned out she was insecure about her appearance and as to why not many seem to be attracted to her. The reality is, there are many who are still in constant fight with themselves, whether that be feeling not good enough, not attractive enough, or not smart enough. Even I myself feel that way sometimes. But as a teenager who has had to navigate this world where social media can be cruel and life portrait there can oftentimes be deceitful, I too have to find a way to stop the comparison game and appreciate the person I've become, for the good and the bad. Imagine yourself in a relationship. Wouldn't you try to get to know your partner?
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kak Nana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, Brian Federico. Are you in here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, hello, how are you? First of all, you are very expressive. You use excellent grammar accuracy as well as excellent word and term selection when delivering your speech. You understand how to correctly emphasize a sentence. However, you need to be more relaxed so that the pace is a little slower, allowing the listeners to enjoy and reflect on what you are saying. And you speak clearly and loudly enough. Your speech is well organized with the topic introduced, truly explained in the body, and summarized in the conclusion. You are able to bring the main topic into every section of your speech so that the audience can easily grasp your point. I love the little details you use, such as the screen that says, I love me. And nice touch, you did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kalana, for your evaluations to Brian Frederico. Okay, next participant is from Daniela Patricia from SMA Tritunggal. Operator, can play the video.
Hi, I'm Daniela Patricia Jono from Tritunggal Christian Senior High School, and now I'm gonna deliver my thoughts about self-love, called I Accept Myself. As you know, the term self-love is widely echoed on social media since the importance of mental health has become a hot topic discussed in the wider community. Then, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about self-love? Is it about us being free to do whatever we want? Well, if you still think that self-love is an unlimited freedom, then you are wrong. It's true that self-love is loving yourself, but it doesn't mean fulfilling yourself with all your. Self-love requires you to treat and accept yourself well and as you are. Self-love is the foundation that allows us to.
Okay, thank you, Operator. For Kalana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, for Daniela, is Daniela in here?
Yes.
Okay, hello, how are you? Daniela, you use appropriate pauses and intonation, well structured. Your pronunciation is also good. The topic of your speech is well understood because you follow the proper order of speech. However, in order to stand out, you should bring examples and relate them to real life situations. And also, your articulation should have been improved if you want to become a better speaker. Overall, you did a great job.
Okay, thank you, Nana, for the evaluations. Next is from Dave Amadia from SMA Negeri 1 Salatiga.
I ever had to encounter wasn't a ghost or a big scary monster. It was my personal reflection that I looked in the mirror. The moment I had to face all the dark parts that I wanted to erase, they were still there, waiting for the day to let them out of their cage. Many people feel the same way as what I feel above, and if you are one of them, then I, Dave Amadia, will show you in how keeping this way of perceiving ourselves will only hurt us even more. It is a well-known fact that human beings are not merely individuals, but also a part of social creatures. It makes it possible for us to interact closely with others. We are surrounded by both behave and misbehave people in which we can't avoid to engage daily with them. So our first instinct.
Thank you, Operator. For Kalana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, for Dave Amadea, is Dave in here?
Yeah.
Okay, hello Dave. Your speech is very interesting. The opening of the speech has the potential to pique the audience's interest. It also a plus for the variety of vocabulary and terms you use in your speech. I really like the topic of your speech. However, because this is a speech, not a newscasting competition, you should be more expressive with your body language. Be more relaxed, especially with your facial expressions. You must be serious at times as a public speaker, but you must also smile in order for the audience to enjoy yourself. Overall, you did a great job.
Okay, thank you Kak Nana for your evaluations. Next is from Eva Nadia from SMA Negeri 1 Ringgasela. For operators can play the video.
My name is Eva Nadia Pasha. Thank you for this good chance. I would like to give you some new insight about how should we accept ourselves. First of all, why we should accept ourselves and why we should have our own standards. Because by accepting ourselves, we will be able to peace with our condition, no matter if weakness or strength. And by build our own standards, it will be created our own happiness based on our way, not their way, and it can be change our perspective about anything. Sometimes we say bad words to ourselves and always thinking about our weakness, but forget about our strength. Like, why I look like this? I'm messy. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. I'm never gonna be good enough like her. And the other bad words. My opinion, the worst thing is not when other people judge ourselves, but when we start to thinking everything about our weakness and we believe it. But here's the thing. Everything we learn on we can unlearn. Of course it will be hard. Of course it will be a lot.
Okay, thank you operators for Kak Nana can give the evaluations.
Okay, for Eva Nadia, is Eva Nadia in here? No? Okay. Eva, you can deliver your content very well and delivered in a loud and clear voice. You can also provide clear guidance on how to accept ourselves. She does, however, need to expand her English vocabulary and improve her pronunciation, especially longer and more complex words. With more practice, you can become a better speaker. Overall, Eva Nadia, you did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Kak Nana for your evaluations. Next is from Gladys Gracia from PKBM Eagle School. For operators can play the video.
Good morning, honorable judges and audience. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but I enjoy conversation over a great cup of coffee, like the one I had the other day with my best friend on the subject of loving life. One day, on the contrary, she asked me, Grace, how do you love life so much? I'm so inspired by your sense of contentment facing this so-called life. That got me thinking. To me, I'm just Grace, a teenage girl in grade 10 at PKBM Eagle School. I never thought my journey of self-discovery would bring me to that moment when I realized how coming to terms of loving and accepting myself, being comfortable with my own skin would trigger such a deep question. My thoughts went back to a not so distant past where life was not so lovable. I had my fears of tears, self-doubt, self-hatred, confusion, and lacking sense of purpose. For so many years, I struggled with self-acceptance and with putting myself before others. I didn't feel the need to love myself because their love is enough. And so I thought. Every time I looked in the mirror, I realized I didn't like, I even hated the person staring back at me. When the negative feeling.
Okay, thank you operators. For Kak Nana can give your evaluations.
Okay, Gladys. Is Gladys here? No? Okay. You use, a nice use of closed caption. Okay. Great speech. Gladys speaks fluently enough. She has also good pronunciation. And the only thing to improve is eye contact and the tendency to look at the other screen, probably prompts, and read. For speech competition, make sure that you don't seem to be reading from a different screen. But overall, you did a very great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Kak Nana for your evaluations. Next is from Jessica Final Yedoviraja from SMK 5 Penabur. For operators can play the video.
Good afternoon, prospective judges, audience, and participants. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jessica Verna from SMK 5 Penabur, Jakarta. First of all, I would like to thank all of the audience for taking the time to listen to my speech. It's an honor for me to be standing here and deliver a speech about self-love and acceptance. Consciously, people usually don't realize how to love and accept themselves. Having insecurities is a very normal thing, but don't let that influence the confidence inside of us. For example, how many times have you looked into the mirror and said, "Why am I not good enough? Why am I not pretty enough?" Or feeling less beautiful, feeling less intelligent? If a person can't fully love and accept themselves, he or she will endure some negative impacts, such as having a low self-esteem, the feeling of trying to avoid social
Thank you. Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana, can keep your evaluations.
Okay, for Jessica Verna, is Jessica Verna here? No? Okay. Okay, so for Jessica Verna, she shows great self-confidence. She has strong, clear voice with good pronunciation. She must, however, keep an eye on her moving eyes. They are constantly moving and do not focus on one side and the reflection of lights from her glasses. It's distracting. She can also play around with her facial expression a bit more. Overall, Jessica Verna did a very great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Nana, for your evaluations to Jessica Verna. Next is from Lawrence Emerson from SMA Saverio 1 Palembang. The operators can play the video.
Good day, the honorable judges and the audience. My name is Lawrence Emerson. I'm from Cyprus 1 Senior High School, and today I'll be talking about the art of training our self-confidence. So, I have joined several business plan competitions back then. And once you won a national competition, they said everyone wants to compete on the same team with you. But actually, it's not. Because once you lose, several people must have been left your team. And do you know why? It's because they're not confident to be on the same team with you.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana, can keep patience.
Okay, Lawrence Emerson. Is Lawrence Emerson in here? No? Okay, that's okay. Your speech is nice and expressive. You has your own style delivering speech, which is great. You enjoy your speech while emphasizing it. Your subject is well understood. One thing that Lawrence has to improve, pauses should be not too long. But overall, you did a very great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kanana. Next is from Marwa Fadila Arsyad from SMA Negeri Cibinong. For operators can play the video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, guys. I'm sure we're all good in health. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty God, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. It is because of Him we're all able to enjoy this contest. Second of all, may salat and salam always be delivered to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness to this bright modern era that we live in today. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the judges for giving me this very special opportunity to compete in this contest. Before I start, Have you guys know me already? Well, there is a saying that if you don't know a person, then how can you love that person? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Marwa Fadila Arshad, but you can call me Marwa. I'm currently 17 years old and I'm a 12th grader from SMA Negeri 4 Cibinong.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kanana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, Marwah Fadila. Is Marwah in here? Okay, no? Okay, that's okay. Marwah, the audio is clear enough for the audience. You speak well and use the gesture and facial expression very well. You choose some appropriate words, but the light is a little bit distracting though. Your light is kind of dim and bright. The introduction is excessively long. It is preferable to grab the listener's attention with a good hook. Overall, Marwah, you did a very great job.
Okay, thank you, Kanana, for your evaluation. Next is from Maximus Philemon from BKBM Ikut. Operators can play the video.
Good morning, respected judges and audience. I stumbled upon a quote I thought was appropriate for our topic today. It said, "I'm not perfect, but I am limited edition." That hits home. These days, we live in a society that expects us to be perfect in every way. Because of it, people don't love themselves the way that they are. A lot of us are struggling with self-love and acceptance. Now, let me ask you, are there any among you who are immune? If there are, I'd like to consult with you. I, Maximus from PKBM Eagle School, confess that I'm not immune. Being a human, I'm also imperfect. Lack of self-love and acceptance, self-hatred, self-doubt are among the issues I am having to deal or have dealt with. I used to question the way I look, the family I was born into, the lives I was living.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Anna, can give your evaluation.
Okay, Maximus Philemon. Is Maximus Philemon here? No? Oh, okay. Okay. That's okay. Okay, for Maximus Philemon, cool. I love all the quotes you use. He is convincing enough, emphasizing each word. His speech is well organized with the topic introduced, truly explained in the body, and summarized in the conclusion. He beautifully concludes his speech by inviting the audience to join him in accepting and loving themselves. The thing that you need to improve is pronunciation, delivery, and facial expression. That is the area that Max needs to focus on to become a better speaker. Overall, Maximus Philemon did a very great job.
Okay, thank you, Kak Nana, for your evaluations. Next is from Michelle Aneta from SMA Kolose Loyola Semarang. For operators, can play the video.
What do you know about self-love? Do you think self-love and acceptance are important? Should we love ourselves? Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Aneta, I'm from Loyola College. When it comes to love, many of us will say that love is about how we feel about other people. Some say love is about relationship between partners. In addition, there is also love which means love for friends, relatives, and family. Everyone needs love and we spend most of our energy on loving others. But there is one love that we sometimes miss. Yet, this love is very important for us. What's that? Yes, that's right, self-love. But what exactly is self-love? Do we produce enough for our own self? Self-love is very important.
Okay, thank you, operators. For Kak Nana, can give your evaluations.
Okay, Michelle Aneta. Is Michelle Aneta is here?
Yes.
Okay, hello Michelle. Your speech is very enthusiastic. You can deliver your content well. You speak clearly, but you still need to improve your confidence and your pronunciation. More practice on these two aspects will make you a better speaker. Also, you should add more your life experiences in your speech. In speech, it is also good if you can be a storyteller. Overall, you did a very great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shanana, for your evaluations.
Next is from Muhammad Kias from MA Al Sakafah. For operator, you can play the video.
Hello, everybody. I have many questions for you. Have you ever been insulted by the people who never felt your sufferings? Have you ever been so depressed because all of the weakness in your body? Have you ever wanted to be like someone else because you hate the difference with them? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Muhammad Yusuf Fazan. Let me take you on a journey of love and acceptance. So before we get started, I have one big question for you. Who is the person you loved the most? I see you'll say your grandma, your mama, or maybe your girlfriend. But how many times you ever say to those person, how love you are, how miss you are? I guess it always. I was thinking about you and your girlfriend. When you're so tired and you want to go to your bed, your girlfriend must be asking to get a sleep call, right? May I get a sleep call, babe?
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can give your evaluation.
Sorry, Miss Jody, you are still muted.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, for a moment, yes. You have a communicated an awesome speech, and then you have a good attitude in delivering his speech, and then you can master the stage, and you can bring a simple idea but relevant to this your topic, and then your main strength is your self confidence, and you use of gesture and facial expressions, and then you also good at articulating difficult sounds in English. Also, the way you end his in speech with the song certainly make our judges stand out. And then next is delivery. Your delivery will have been better if you practice the pronunciation of difficult vocabulary.
Thank you, Miss KP, for the evaluation. Next is from Nadia Mubayina from SMA Kartika 21 Makassar. For operator, you can play the video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Firstly, let's say many thanks to God for giving us chance and help together in this meeting. I am grateful for being able to join in this competition. And before I deliver my speech, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Mubayina, and I'm from Senior High School Kartika 21 Makassar. And today, I will deliver my speech about self. Before we talk about it furthermore, I will explain to all of self-love and acceptance. Does anyone know what self-love and acceptance is? No one? Okay. So basically, self-love.
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, is Nadia is here? Okay, if he is not here, I will to explain the equations. So we love her enthusiasm, and then Nadia looks confident and assertive enough, and then her facial expression and gesture help her deliver the content of her speech. And then what she needs to improve is the pronunciation of complex and difficult words. Also, you have to learn how to present a simple topic in a great and fascinating manner. So yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you, Miss Gaby. Next is from Rafael Kimi from SMA Negeri 1 Salatiga. For operator, you can play the video.
A high schooler's life has never been easy. We are very busy with our lives, starting from school, assignments, and many other social interaction activities. Those hectic life of high schoolers cannot be separated from the so-called trend, whether from the latest clothes, trendy shoes brands, and cool activities in this era. That's why high schoolers try to fight our own ego by escaping our parents' supervision. We tend to be rebellious and try to break free so we can join our own selected circle of friends. My name is Rafael Kimido, and I will show you about what's happening to the high schoolers near me. I have lived in a small town called Salatiga ever since I was born. I studied in one of the high schools there, and it is rather fun. My circle of friends wasn't that big, but I'm glad they accepted me for who I am. However, this does not apply to my friends who were an alumni of the same school.
Thank you, operator. For Miss Gaby, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, is Rafael Kimi is here? Okay, if not, I will explain the judges' evaluations. So Rafael is pretty convincing with his speech. Good to include some examples because you put a relevant example in your speech, and then the delivery would have been better if he practiced pronouncing difficult words and uses correct grammar. That's all from me.
Thank you, Miss Gaby. Next is from Rita Asmiati from SMA Negeri 1 Pringgasela. For operator, you can play the video.
Hi, good afternoon. Have people ever called you ugly or call you black just because of your natural skin color? Have you ever tried to change yourself because of people comment that you are too noisy, you are too tomboys? Have you not changed yourself to be accepted in your circle? If you've ever experienced any of these, I think you should consider to listen to my little story about accepting ourselves. I'm Rita Azmiati. I'm from one upstate high school in Pringgasela, East Lombok. I'm just an ordinary teen that still to keep myself for fight in accepting myself. I also feel the same way. I've also that attack me physically. Not even other people who speak like that too, but my close friends, they all.
Thank you, operator. For Miss Gaby, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, is Rita Asmianti is here?
Yes.
Okay, for Rita Asmianti, your video is authentic, and then you have a lot of potential to become a better speaker. And it is excellent to bring the straightforward idea in your speech, and then your speech is confidently, and then your voice is clear, and however, you need to improve your pronunciation and intonation. And then you need to choose a shooting location where the sound does not direct question on you. Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Gaby. And next is from Shannon Leonardly from SMA Kristen 1 Salatiga. For operator, you can play the video.
Self-love is an important topic for many people today, especially youngsters. I'm Shannon Leonardly, and I'm going to share an interesting story to inspire us to start loving ourselves. Once, my friend Deborah was shocked by the sudden death of her father due to COVID-19 that followed his oldest brother in the previous month. A week after her dad passing, his eldest brother passed away from COVID-19 as well. This multiple grief in her dad's family has moved Deborah from a small village to a city living with her aunt who is available to provide a better education for her to reach her brighter future. She spent the hardest 6 months on her school transition with its different lifestyle students. Many of her friends made fun of her on how she spoke in a different and strange accent. This made her withdraw herself from making new friends in the school. She invited.
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can keep your evaluation.
Okay, is Shannon here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, from the judges say that good to hear your sharing of real experience, and then you speak with ease and confidence, and then your articulation is very good. And then you can use the true experience in your speech, and then use your speech is easy to understand by the judges. And then you also make use of gestures. And then a little more practice on delivery would have made your better speaker. That's all from me.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Miss KP. Next is from Serafin Alverna from SMA Trinitas Bandung. For operator, you can play the video.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Serafin Alverna from Trinitas High School, Bandung. This time, I want to share and also invite all of us about self-love and acceptance, which has a crucial impact in our life. First of all, what is self-love and acceptance? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from the action that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Acceptance is a quality or circumstances of being accepted or acceptable. At this point, we talk about self-love and acceptance of ourselves. Self-love and acceptance are valuable because it motivates us to make healthy choices in life. If we love ourselves, we are less suffering from anxiety and depression. Self-love and acceptance is about how you think, loving your body, achievement, and healthiness. There are many steps to achieve total self-love. Stop comparing yourself to others, put yourself first, let go of.
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can keep your evaluation.
Okay, from Serafin is here.
Halo, Kak.
Okay. Serafin, you look very confident in delivering your content, and then your articulation is very good, and then you use appropriate gesture, your smile gives a point for your performance, and then a little more practice on your pronunciation will have made you a better speaker. That's all from me.
Thank you, Miss KP. Next is from Tanisa Saspa from SMA Negeri 3 Semarang. For operator, you can play the video.
Adapting to a new environment is never easy, whether you're an outgoing person or an introverted person like me. When I graduated from junior high school, I decided to apply to a school where there's almost no friend from my previous school. Ridiculously, it is located far from my house, and people in my city portray the school as a highly competitive school. Little did I know that this was where things got a little complicated in my life. Hi, I'm Tanisha Shaswal Marwanto, and I'm going to tell you about a not yet done journey of a girl trying to love herself. As they said that this school is very competitive. Well, it's not really a rumor. I tried to keep up as much as I could. I tried to find friends while struggling to understand the materials and trying to turn in.
Thank you, operator. And vehicle.
Okay. Vanessa is here. Okay. She is not here. So Tanisa has a very good pronunciation, fluent and have a self-confidence, and then every good speech writer tries to connect with their audience. And then if your audience can relate to you, they are far more likely to agree with you. And then she is able to tell an entertaining story while also impressing the audience, and which is the purpose of a speech. It's all from me.
Thank you, Miss KP. Next is from Viaya Laksmi Khalifa from SMA Negeri 7 Denpasar. For operator, you can play the video.
Honorable judges and respect the audience, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And warm greetings to all of you. I want to deliver my speech on the theme self-love and acceptance through this video virtually. Uncertain pandemic period like now not only requires us to always maintain physical health, but also mental health. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask all of you a question. So, do you know yourself well? If so, have you found happiness fully loving and accepting yourself? My name is Vaya Laksmi Khalifa. I'm from 7th State Senior High School in Denpasar. Although we are all in a...
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, is Via Laksmi here? Okay, if you're not here, Via looks confident. Her pauses and intonation help her deliver the content of this speech. And however, Via needs to practice her fluency, grammar accuracy, and also pronunciation so that she can deliver her speech confidently. Not only should she memorize the content, but she should also express her feelings when speaking. That's all from me.
Thank you, Miss KP. Next is from Vincent Gavril from SMA Kristen Satya Wacana Salatiga. For operator, you can play the video.
Dr. Chia once said that a good father is the source of inspiration and self-restraint, while a good mother is the root of kindness and humbleness. Hi, my name is Vincent, and I want to share on what's happening in my surrounding area. So there are people in our life who will lift us up and give us support whenever we need it. And there may be others who are delightful in tearing you down. And it can be despondent and challenging when a toxic person happens to be your parents. Now, we can see a lot of examples that often happen around us when it comes to a toxic parenting, such as...
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can give your evaluation.
Okay, is Vincent Gabriel here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your video is convincing when making your speech, and then your topic demonstrates your originality, and then your voice has the proper tone and passing. Also, you have the ability to give an inspiring speech, and then your delivery would have been better if you practice the articulation more. That's all for me.
Thank you, Miss KB. And next from William Bradley from SMA Kristen YSKI. For operator, you can play the video.
When I was in middle school, I always wanted to make my friends happy, in any ways. Perhaps this matter was based on an assumption that I hold for a long time. If I do not help others, I'm simply and solely just a useless person. It took me quite a while to realize that I know a lot of friends, but I'm no longer knowing myself. Turns out, my friends made use of me too. That was wrong. I knew it. I tried to escape, and fortunately, I succeeded. And now, I love and accept myself instead of policing my friends. You must be asking, how do you love and accept yourself? To reach self-love and acceptance, we must face many challenges and let some things go during the process. Therefore, there is one leading it that will help us to reach self-love and acceptance. What is it? It is integrity. Before we get into deeper discussion, let me introduce myself first. Greetings all judges and friends, I'm William Bradley from YSKI High School Semarang.
Thank you, operator. For Miss KP, you can keep your evaluation.
Okay, is William Bradley here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So William, your speak with confidence and ease is really nice. And then you have a nice outfit too. And your topic that you choose is interesting. And then you may put more highlights, some sentence that will become your main point. And then to become a better speaker, you need to practice the articulation, pronunciation, and intonation. So yeah, I will put some notes from Map Cecil as the judges. Okay, this is for the general participant. Mostly peserta kurang asertif. Struktur speech-nya harus lebih bisa bagus lagi. Jadi mulai dari argumen, main argumen seperti conclusion harus sejalan. Ada yang depannya bagus, tetapi tidak dirangkum. Ada yang poinnya bagus, tapi main argumennya kurang. Yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you, Ms. KB, for the evaluations for speech participants. Thank you to the speech participants who have competed well and presented the best results. Also, thank you to the judges for the evaluation. And finally, we will hear from the representative of the judges for the video promoting competition. But before we go to the next evaluation, we look forward to a moment after the next commercial break. Thank you.
Oti Fried Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Oti Fried Chicken.
Senang hati. Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin surnya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. Oti Fried Chicken, ayam gue beda. Oti Fried Chicken, tempatnya penggila ayam crispy.
Selamat datang di Oti Fried Chicken.
Senang hati. Kamu bisa menikmati renyahnya ayam crispy Oti dengan harga terjangkau. Selain itu, di Oti Fried Chicken ada banyak pilihan saus spesial yang bikin makan ayam crispy makin nikmat. Buktiin surnya makan ayam crispy di Oti Fried Chicken. pasti fried chicken. Ayam gue beda.
Okay, we're back again. For now, we would like to present the video of participants in video promoting competition, and the evaluation will be explained by Kak Nana. For operators, you can play the video. First is from Jonathan Indrarianto and Gladys Gracia Luki from PKMB Eagle School. You can give your evaluation.
Okay, video promoting, and for Gladys and her group, it's Gladys or maybe one of the member of the group is in here. No? Okay, that's okay. Okay, for Gladys and her group, as a promotional video, it is very interesting. Fortunately, the video does not contain. Maybe in the next time you should add the dialogue so that your English can be graded. Overall, you guys did a very great job.
Thank you, Kak Nana. And next is from Muhammad Rizka and Isar Shredder Syafik Kurani from MA Al Sakafah. For operator, you can play the video.
I want to be Hellboy. I feel sleepy.
A few moments later.
Thank you, operator. For Kanana, you can keep your evaluation.
Okay, for Muhammad and his group, is Muhammad or one of the representative of your group is in here, or maybe Muhammad is in here? No? Okay, that's okay. Okay, for Muhammad and his, the initial part of the video is good, but the explanation is too old school. However, the video contains a let me read in bahasa dan entertaining. And for Muhammad's group, ide cukup baik, tapi masih belum tersampaikan secara maksimal lewat video. Editing masih kurang, dan juga minim sound effect dan background sound. But overall, for Muhammad's group, you guys did a very great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Nana, for the evaluation for video promoting participants.
Okay, thank you all for the participation. Before we close the event today, we are going to have a photo session. So for all the participants, please turn on your camera. Okay, operators, are you ready?
Okay, I will lead the photo session for today. For the participants, please open your camera. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Second. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Tabas.
Finally, we have come to the end of today's event. I want to remind you again, on April 14, 2022, there will be a closing ceremony where the winners of the Creative English competition will be announced. Stay tuned for more info on Instagram Festifla. We would like to say thank you for your participation. Also, the judges can give the evaluation for participants. Thank you to our sponsor, Oti Fried Chicken, Kupu,
and our media partners, Prambors, 102 FM Prambors Radio, Indonesia #1 Kids Music Station.
At Event Lomba Tokindo, Delta FM, at Info Lomba Nasional, at Info Lomba, and at Info Tourney Esports.
Okay, now we're going to close this event with a prayer. Let the prayer begin for Kak Agnes, please do.
Thank you God for the blessing during the teachers' evaluation today. Bless the participant and all of the teachers, and may you always be with them. We hope the plan that has been prepared very well can run smoothly because of your intervention. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Kak Agnes. So thank you all of the participants for attending today's evaluation.
Good luck with the competition and see you again at the closing ceremony. Now participants may leave the room. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.